Hi, and welcome to Late Night with Tania. I'm Tania Shipman from Simple Solutions Today and Business Automation 101. In this video, I'm going to talk about making it work. In my Business Automation 101 group, which I'll put the link down below, I recorded a video yesterday about how when technology doesn't work, how you handle it. And there are just times when it doesn't work. This video today that I'm sharing with everybody here is about making it work. Sometimes it means you have to totally redo what you've done. Sometimes you get an easy fix. Sometimes you have to actually just start all over again. And there are times where you're able to make it work. So what happened was I'm creating a new Kindle book that I'm going to offer as both a Kindle book and a paperback. It's for a meal planner. Those of you who know me know that I use convection ovens, and I've created a meal planner that is for my convection oven group. And I set it all up, and hi, Ubaid, nice to see you join in. I set it all up, and I uploaded it and made sure it worked with Kindle. And then when I finally finished what I was going to do and put in all the bits and pieces and the links and the additional information that I wanted to enter in there, it didn't work. It looked horrible. Even though the original one, which carried on, no changes, did work, it didn't work. So I emailed Amazon and I still haven't got an answer back from them. And I tried to fix it and I played around with it, and it took me about a day. And now I walked away from it. That's what my video in my Business Automation 101 group talked about, how I went, I can't figure this out. I'm going to walk away. And in effect, what I did was I went to bed. And then when I got up in the morning, I spent most of today making it work. So I put in some tips and tricks that I know from using Word and tables and other things like that. And I then played around with some other things, and I got it working where I'm quite happy with the look, and it's now been published, or it's waiting to be published by Amazon on Kindle. But I had to make it work because I wanted to put this out, because I then wanted to be able to create a paperback. So I needed to get the Kindle book up to make sure that it worked. This applies to so many things that you do. You just have to make it work. Now, as I said, it can mean that you just have to make a few changes. You wanted it to be in red, and when you actually published it in red, it was hard to read, so you had to change it to a different color. It can be simply an image that you wanted to use you can't use because it looks funny when you actually look at it as a PDF. Those little things that are often presentation or a look that you want to have, you want to put a border on or something like that, and doing that is going to make it hard to print, or all sorts of those little things. You can choose another way. You can have another option. You can make a decision to use something else to make it work. Sometimes you have to redo half or more of it. I ended up having to redo almost exactly the same thing about 8 times today, because I would make it work, I would upload it, it would look like it worked, I'd go and copy it all in, and when I uploaded it again, Amazon Kindle did something weird and wonderful. And I tried it with HTML, I tried it with Docs, I tried it with RTF, I tried a whole heap of different things, again, testing what would make it work. And it's uploaded, it's published, it's in the process of being published, and I'll find out what happens. I also considered starting all over again. And probably in hindsight, it might have worked better to do it that way because I had my base information ready. So it would have just been a copy and paste situation. And that might have even been quicker. I don't know. I'll test it with the next time I do one of these planners. I like doing planners, so I'm going to create more of them. I'll have one for each month. And I'll have them available for my Business Automation 101 group. It's about making it work. Don't get stuck up on the perfectionism. I could have spent another week trying to make it perfect, and it still wouldn't be published. Instead, it's now published. I'm starting to look at making it into a paperback. There's just some changes I have to make in the original document because, of course, in a paperback, there are no links that you can click on. So I have to go in and put in a link that people can type in and be able to access. All of that will only take a little bit of time, and then I can upload it again and have a paperback ready. But it's about making it work. The cover that I used for my Kindle book doesn't work for my paperback. Again, I used Amazon to make it work. Making it work. It's very easy to say, I can't do it until it's perfect. And that means it'll never be done, because it can never be perfect. Now, I am happy to admit that I have a huge case of both perfectionism and procrastination, and I've got around it by making it work. Close enough is good enough has to be an option that you've got to consider. So I made it work. My book is being published. I'll have more books that I'll publish, and I'll play around and see if some different changes makes different things happen. And I'll report about it in my Business Automation 101 group, because that all reflects back on systems and software and staffing, which was me. I had to make myself walk away. So if you'd like to know more about what's happening with this book or what I've learned from this, come and join us in Business Automation 101. And if you've got any questions about this video, about making it work, ask me, please. I'd love to answer them. Thank you so much for joining me with Late Night with Tania. I will see you in my next video. I'm Tania Shipman from Simple Solutions Today in Business Automation 101. See you next time. Bye.